Well, this morning the girls and I walked outside and I thought, oh, this is perfect for summer grilling season. It's here. But how do you throw a healthy twist on that and still get that mouth-watering flavor? Well, registered dietitian Monica Salafia is here in the Coco Kitchen with recipes to make healthy swaps this grilling season. How are you, Monica?
Doing fantastic and very excited for this grilling season.
I know. Well, the weather's been warm and it is perfect to get outside and do some cooking. All right, you brought a beautiful spread. What kind of nutrition tips do you have to keep in mind and make that swap?
Yes, so I always tell people when we're shopping, look for certain things on the food label. I always tell people look at the portion size, of course, and then if you have any dietary restrictions, for example, gluten-free, look for the gluten-free certification, and that's a really important thing to see. I also am a big fan of making sure there's protein and fiber, so really getting familiar with what we're eating.
You bring up a good point. I have forgotten to look at those nutrition labels. I should more, especially with two girls. One of them's a teenager, so I gotta keep her healthy.
Yes.
What should we be looking for in those labels? You mentioned some of your favorites, but what are the key ones that should really stand out for us?
Ultimately, I think the key ones to stand out for are how much are you getting in a serving. So calories are really important to understand, and I think fiber is another really important one. And if you are following a plant-based diet or you just want to eat more plants, look and see how much protein there is. That's why I love Ancient Harvest Quinoa, because it has 6 grams of protein per serving. So when we're talking grilling season, if we want to do more plant or vegetable, I love using quinoa as a substitute for a burger.
That is perfect. Okay, you've brought some recipes and to kind of give us an example of what we could do when we cook. Can you show us?
Yes. So these beautiful burgers are the quinoa vegetable chickpea burger on Ancient Harvest website.
Oh, those look delicious.
They are just quinoa, so I have some quinoa here. Chickpeas, a ton of veggies. We're talking carrots, celery, red bell peppers, so much nutrient density. And that's how I speak to my clients about nutrition is we want to look at foods as nutrient dense, and the more nutrients you can get per bite, the better.
The better. And it just looks fresh. It's perfect for the season, but you're also keeping it healthy. Okay, what can you make with these patties?
So you can always go with just a traditional burger. So I have just the patty right on some gluten-free bread, and then if you want to layer on some tomato, add more veggies, some lettuce, and of course there's, you know, the traditional toppings, mustard, ketchup, whatever you need, and then you're good to go. You can put it with a side dish. I know when it comes to burger season or grilling season in general, it's all about the sides. I actually love using quinoa as a basic side dish.
As a basic side, yeah.
Absolutely. And right now I'm on a big kick of pairing quinoa with like black beans or something, because it just makes it super delicious. But you could do a quinoa on its own because it's a complete protein. So that means when we digest protein, it breaks down into amino acids, and those amino acids have a job. So for example, leucine is an amino acid that's really important in muscle building. Quinoa has all essential amino acids, so that's why it's a superstar in my opinion. Yeah,
and quinoa is actually really delicious, and it's good to know that you can use it in so many ways. So bring quinoa into the recipe this season. Okay, let's talk versatility. What else can we make with some of these pantry staples? Like if I go into my fridge, I've got avocado, I have tomato, I didn't buy lettuce the last time, but I will get it. What else can we make with this and keep it healthy?
Yeah, well, I hear you've got some healthy fats with the avocado, you got some more veggies with the tomato. So I would do like a basic cold salad with cold quinoa. So a traditional twist or a new twist on a pasta salad, I would just do some cold quinoa cooked in maybe veggie broth or chicken broth, add some more flavor, and then pair that together. So good. Or I would even put it in a wrap if I wanted something more sustaining, like if I'm going for a hike or something. Yum, delicious.
What is this?
Woo! Okay.
That looks so
I'm so excited to talk about cheesecake, and I know you're probably thinking, Monica, we're talking healthy alternatives. You have a cheesecake? I do, and the reason is because I'm such an advocate for balance, and this is a cheesecake recipe that you can find on pamelasproducts.com. It's made with a gluten-free graham cracker crust, and I'm actually using Pamela's Products grain-free graham crackers because they have a couple of options. All of them are gluten-free, though.
I love that they're gluten-free. Where can we find Pamela's Products?
You can find Pamela's Products at Sprouts, Amazon, and pamelasproducts.com.
Love it.
And I talk about balance with my clients all the time because while we are enjoying the season, it is summer, we want to socialize, we want to have fun, and we want to eat healthfully, nutrient dense, but we also want to have things that are going to just be good for the soul. And I love cheesecake, and it's very easy to make as well.
I love cheesecake too. Thank you so much, Monica, for being with us today. Great advice, and you can try the great tasting gluten-free recipes for a healthy grilling season. Of course, you can always do alternative ways to keep it healthy this summer. Shop Ancient Harvest Quinoa at local grocery stores or find Pamela's grain-free grams online. Just go to pamelasproducts.com.